So I have got a piece of paper and some scissors and a pot of Play-Doh today. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my bit of paper and fold it in half that way and fold it in half this way. And then I'm going to cut. So I've cut up there to the middle bit and I'm going to cut this bit off. Okay, and what I've made is a little bed. So somebody can get in the bed and I can put the blankets over them. And I'm going to make somebody to go in my bed. So I've got my Play-Doh, but you could cut out a person from cardboard or paper, or make a person with pipe cleaners, or anything you've got you could make a person with. And you may have a bed in your doll's house or in your toys that you could use, or you could use a box and a bit of cloth to make a bed. So I've made a head for my person, and I'm going to stick the head on the body like that. Then I'm going to give my person an arm. Oh, made a mess. Let's start again. Here's my Play-Doh, and I'm going to make a head shape at the top. Do you think that looks a bit like a head? Then I'm going to split this at the bottom. So I've got 2 legs, and then I'm going to get another bit of Play-Doh like this, and I'm going to make the arms. There we are, and this is a little boy called Samuel, and Samuel is going to go to bed. So I'm going to get my bed. I'm going to use the Play-Doh pot because that's easy, and then I'm going to put Samuel in his bed. Night night, Samuel. There's Samuel in his bed. So Samuel is fast asleep in bed, and then he's woken up by somebody calling, Samuel, Samuel. Now Samuel lives at the temple and he helps a priest called Eli, and he thought it was Eli calling him. So he took his blankets off and he jumped up and he ran off and said, Eli, Eli, you called me. And Eli said, no, I didn't, Samuel, you go back to bed. So Samuel went back to bed. Let's put the blankets over again, and he went back to sleep, fast asleep. And then he got woken up again. Samuel, Samuel. He said, I'm sure that's Eli calling me. So he took the blanket off, and he got up and he went to talk to Eli. And he said, Eli, you called me. And Eli thought, and he knew he wasn't calling Samuel. So he said, I think God might be calling you, Samuel. He said, you go back to bed, and if somebody calls you again, you sit up and you say, here I am, speak to me, Lord. So Samuel went back to bed, put the blankets on, and went fast asleep. And then he heard the voice again, Samuel, Samuel, and he remembered what Eli said. So instead of getting up, he just sat up in his bed and he said, here I am, Lord. And you know what happened? It was God spoke to him. And you know, God speaks to all of us. Sometimes God speaks with words that we hear. Sometimes God talks to us through other people. So it might be our parents or our friends or our teachers or somebody at church. Sometimes God speaks to us through nature. So we may get a feeling of God when we're out in the garden or out on a bushwalk or on the beach or up a mountain. But God's there and will talk to us when God's ready and when we're ready to listen. So sometimes you just have to say to God, here I am, because God loves us lots and lots. So do you think you could make a person in a bed and remember that story about Samuel being there and being called and saying, here am I? You think you could? Okay. I'm looking forward to seeing some of you at church this week. And for everybody else, I hope you stay well and I see you soon. Bye.